Hello. I think we're broadcasting. So we have hit level 14. These guys have hit level 14, and we are going to do a little bit of shopping. We've already done some shopping, but we have come across a hole in Pathfinder 2nd Edition, an incredibly rare hole that Chris Beamer Lomang is going to exploit to death because that's what his job is.
Yep.
The old Wand of Longstrider. If you buy a Wand of Longstrider for 160 gold pieces, which is a level 2 heightened, it adds plus 10 to your movement for 8 hours. And there's no reason not everyone does that, and now everyone has a plus 10 to their movement. So, now how many are people buying? We have one that was bought for Lomang, one that was bought for Gomez. Dougie doesn't want one, so Dougie's not buying one. Were you going to buy 5 or 6, Gomez? Or were you just buying one for...
I was going to buy 4.
You
Well,
buying
I already
4?
got one.
Wow.
Because I was originally doing this with a spell
16 hour
slot.
days.
Yeah, I
so
was going to buy 4, and I was going to suggest the rest of the guys, set. It's like
I'll go along with. I don't want to slow down the group, so I'll go along with whatever that is. That sounds. Yeah, because there's always 16-hour days. In fact, fuck it. I'll buy one and we'll have a 24-hour day. Every day we're moving 10 feet extra than everyone else in the Pathfinder 2 universe.
Exactly right.
What? Who says that not listening to our podcast doesn't pay off? You can do this too with your GM.
I don't even know what you're doing. How many were you buying?
Well, I'm going to buy 4. It's what is it, 160 each?
Yes.
All right, so 160 times 4 is what? Is 24... Is 640? 640?
Okay, 640. You have 4 level 1. You just bought 4 wands of Longstrider.
And it makes me feel dirty. And I feel dirty doing it.
It gets better. Like my next purchase.
Oh, no.
No, what are you doing?
I'm buying. I would like for the flavor. I would like to make this should be horseshoes for me. But
What?
Boots of bounding.
Wait, what are you getting?
Boots of bounding.
Boots of bounding.
Yes.
What does it does? It gives you, these boots give you +5. It doesn't stack with Longstrider.
Are you sure?
Positive.
It's an item bonus though.
Oh, okay, maybe it stacks with Longstrider.
I think the other one's like a
circumstance. But holy crap!
Let's get 4 pairs.
It's 340 gold.
Oh God,
dude, how fast do you need to go?
I need to go fast.
It's a +10 status bonus, and then a +5 item. No, oh my God, you're so annoying. Are you really gonna do this? Are you really buying Boots of Bounding?
I want to go fast.
Do you really need to ask that question?
I need to go faster than any monk that you know. Put it that way.
I don't know Barry Monks.
You know Rob, and I want to go faster than him.
He doesn't go fast, but he hits much harder than you do. Oh,
He probably does.
He actually does damage.
Well, he's using a higher hit die.
Oh my God! So now your base movement will be 65.
That's correct.
I can't drive 65.
Pathetic.
Yep.
Pathetic.
I never really delved into these magic items, but I bet there's a lot more that's that are cheap and good.
Yeah, nimble hooves.
I guess out the wand business, like there's
Boots abounding. All right, well, your speed is 55 for now.
There's going to be some random spells in there that are long duration that are just nice to have that constant effect on you all the time.
Like endure elements.
Well, dark vision when we get to higher. That's a 5th level spell, so the wand would be
Who'd we
more
lose?
expensive. But
we
dark
just lost
vision.
someone.
Why is my camera? Hold on, my camera cut out for a second. I'm not sure why.
Well, your camera
Is a
cut
wand
out
of
and messed
haste
everything up.
out of the picture there.
What you really should get is the Wand of Haste, the high level Wand of Haste. Up, and
Well,
then you
you
got
see,
to
the,
share
the
again.
thing about that is the reason
Jason.
why this was a sell was because it doesn't impact like uses of hand as in the middle of combat. It doesn't use actions.
Oh, that's
Like,
right.
you
Yeah,
know,
Wand of Haste
like
doesn't last
anything-
24 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like pretty much like
You're sharing your
it's
screen,
clear
Jason.
right now.
Yeah, I don't know
that
what the heck happened.
I
I
can't
lost-
juggle more than two things. You know, it's just like it eats up too many actions.
No, I totally see that.
Oh shoot! Sorry about that.
Is it up again?
Yeah, but the videos are all out of place.
Well, hold on. I got to fix that.
Oh, weird! It gave me all four for the price of one. What's the
There we
100.
go.
160.
how much wealth do I have now? I'll just put that in.
Back to normal. You have 932.97 gold pieces. Lomang, you have 3,374 gold pieces.
How much?
3,374.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't know, Lomang hit the jackpot and found Armors of Bracer +2 for free, which is 4,000 gold pieces. So Lomang is an extra 4,000 gold pieces. And he was so nice, he decided to give an extra 1,000 gold pieces to everyone else in the party. Was that nice of him? Chris, did you do that? Really?
Very nice, Chris. Thank
Yeah.
you. That evens things out.
No. That's still in my bag. I still have that armor.
Yeah, he's like, not only did I not do that, but I have sold nothing.
I sold nothing.
You get nothing. Good day,
my
sir.
backup.
Good day.
How many weapon runes can you have on your weapon? Is there a limit?
Plus
the
two-
same as the plus. So
Plus
two.
two. That's it. You get 2 weapon runes.
Oh,
You already have 2.
I know, because there's some other good ones here, like speed
Well,
and
well,
Grievous.
Well, you can get rid
I
of
need
something
a plus
else.
3. How much is plus 3?
I don't know, like 100,000 gold pieces. It's like you can't get it to level 17 anyhow, so it doesn't matter.
Oh shit!
Or I think so. I don't even know. It's
Almost
like-
9,000. It's 89.35.
That's
Oh,
up.
okay.
I'm saving up. Time to
Yeah.
save up.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
don't bother saving up, Chris. When it drops, you'll be getting it.
Yeah. Hopefully, if it
That's
drops.
true. Well, that's the thing. Eventually, you will get a monster that drops a +3 like longsword, and you just really you just take it off and put it on
Yep.
your Put it in,
Yoink. That's mine.
you just yoink it. Yoink.
I even use my thieving abilities. And
Using your thieving abilities. You are.
You mean my thieving abilities?
Oh
Yeah.
god, you guys are so thievy. You steal from each other.
Ghost touch I have. Grievous. Like this. Grievous and speed are good. Speed.
Hey,
is-
Chad, if you have any good ideas for Chris that he should buy things, let us know.
Yeah, give me some min-max ideas.
God. Chris
In terms
is
of
trying to
max
find every ounce, but you can't min-max in Pathfinder, so he's
Mm,
having a
that's-
hard time.
That's what they say, but
You can't. It's physically, you can't, by yourself. You can't min-max by yourself. You can if you have teamwork and it makes the dream work, then you can min-max, but not by yourself.
That leaves us out.
Well, the long strider is a perfect example. You can cast that, but if you convince a friend to cast it, then you can get a plus
Yep.
10 to your movement, but only if someone does it for you.
all right. So boots of bounding, we got that. What else? Artifacts. Ooh, can I get an artifact?
Yeah, artifacts, they're only like, 100,000 gold pieces or something.
Yeah.
Are there in fact track shoes of Vecna?
I don't know. I'll give you a few more minutes and then we're going to start.
Do
Because
you
we
want
have.
to hear of our abilities?
Yeah, oh, yeah, we'll do the whole thing. We'll do the whole shenanigans.
Well, this artifact doesn't have a price.
Artifacts, you can't buy artifacts. That's
I
why.
know, it should have a price.
Yes, it's the price is
You got to
priceless.
go get it. That's the
Priceless.
price.
Yeah, that's right. Artifacts don't have prices because you have to find them.
How about intelligent items?
No one's gotten one of those yet in any of my games. I would like that. I would love to have you get an intelligent item. That would be very
This one
cool.
has a price. A brain cylinder.
Actually, I know what that is. that actually has come up, and I think in our other game it came up.
Have to have Mark Seifter play the intelligent item.
No, he's too busy.
Oh man, there's some good stuff. Tattoos.
Tattoos are very cool. Actually, tattoos. Oh, you know what you should have? You should have Treasure Vault. Treasure Vault is 400 pages of new gear and stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think they introduced tattoos and Secrets of Magic.
Yeah, and there's a lot more tattoos and new runes.
It's basically like a rune for you.
And new gear. In fact, there's a ton of new stuff. I have my copy right here on my desktop. Let's take a look here, shall we?
Well, I'll have to buy it for Hero Lab, right?
Uh-huh. Let's see. Any cool new armors here? Oh, there's a lot of new armors. Tons of cool new armors. Quilted armor, ceramic plate, coral armor, lattice armor.
Secrets of Magic warding tattoo.
There's a lot of tattoos. Shields, which none of you use. New weapons, tons of new weapons.
Well, how about a relic? I want a relic.
Meteor hammer, bladed scarf, fighting fan, rope dart. Rope dart.
Do they have any cool crossbows?
Yep. Butterfly swords. Rope dart. That's like what Scorpion uses.
Yes. Siege weapons. Nice.
Oh my god, there's so many. I'm looking here. There is a gauntlet bow. There's like Gatling guns of crossbows in this thing.
You know, it's crazy because there's a guy on YouTube who is obsessed with crossbows, and he makes crossbows from like materials from back then, and he makes automatic crossbow. He makes some incredible things, and it's like if this guy was around back then, he could have made them and maybe changed history. Like it's insane what he makes.
Well, maybe they
Greek,
didn't.
Oh, cool.
Archimedes. That's
there's
Archimedes. That's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like the Chinese had repeating crossbows.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
repeating
they did
crossbows.
exist.
Yeah.
But man, this guy, he's got some incredible.
There was,
the
always,
problem
like,
is-
there was a lot of fucked up stuff. It usually became an issue of just the cost of it. Like it just wasn't
And they didn't.
economically feasible to like outfit.
It's
Well, they didn't have
complex.
machining,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
didn't have
yeah.
interchangeable parts. That was the problem, because if it broke, you would have to fix it. So
Yeah,
It's
like it
not
was
a-
impractical.
right until machining and interchangeable parts came around in the 1700s, it didn't matter if you invented something cool because you'd be the only one in the world who had it.
Right.
So, thank you for my TED talk. There's a cool
Like, did you
room.
ever see all those like? I'm sorry. Did you ever see all like those combination early firearms and medieval weapon combination hybrids? Like
Yeah.
there's a
Oh.
whole
Yeah.
there's a whole world of those. Like
Yeah.
gun shield, gun axe,
Oh, yeah.
gun this, gun
Gun
that.
halberd.
And that
If-
was all from that. It was all like rich aristocrats that could hire the artisan to make it, and
Yep.
there would be one of them.
If you ever want to go to a cool place, go to the in France, the Napoleonic Museum where he's buried, and they have like nothing but cool weapons and armor there. It's like amazing. It's really cool, actually. It's super cool, dude. All right. Are you done, Chris?
Yeah, the only other thing I want to buy. What's the next level of healing potion?
Oh my god. I'll look it up.
What's above moderate?
Greater is as high as you can get, and that's 400 gold pieces.
And what's that heal?
68 plus 20. Pittance compared to what you have.
Wait, 68.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to buy one of those. How much is that?
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Chris, that's how many actions for what? 24
No,
points
it's
of
what
healing?
it's only. I put it in my glove of storing. So it's actually
All that shit's
one
come into
action.
play though. Like there's always been some circumstance where somebody has to heal themselves.
Yeah, it's like you get separated. It's like
Yeah,
desperation. Like that's my like I'm down to like 10 hit point. Like at least that's a nice chunk in theory.
I remember several fights where somebody's pulling out a potion.
Yeah, or giving it to someone else. How much is that?
Yeah.
400 and what?
400.
And then you know what? How many moderates do I have? How many? What? Yeah, can you just give me a rundown of my potions of healing?
You have one moderate, one greater. That's it. That's what
All
you
right,
got.
I'm gonna buy 2 more moderates.
There's something in between moderate. There. Oh no, there's not. It just goes from minor, lesser, moderate, greater, major.
How much are moderates cost?
50. They're nothing.
All right, so 2 of those. So that's 100. What about my mist form?
1 of each, regular and greater.
All right, I'm gonna keep it at that for now. Actually, how much is a moderate mist form?
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, it's 56 gold.
Yeah, 56. Everyone has a moderate. Dougie, Basil, Lomang, and Gomez. You all have moderates.
I want to
And-
buy 2 more
do?
moderates.
Really? Okay.
Mhm.
Now you got 3.
I'm gonna start using those. It's just weird because I mean it's situational because there have been a lot of things that it just doesn't work on at all. Like the demi lich, right, and like those robots. I don't
Anything
think
that's true seeing, that's the thing. If they have
Yeah.
true sight, doesn't work.
or if it's like blind fighting, or like if they're like,
Yeah. Hey man, it's actually pretty good. It's one of those like you might as well. All right.
might as well.
Are you finally done with all your
I'm done.
purchasing? Is everyone else done with their purchasing?
I'm
Sure. I actually
think
realized
so,
I don't have
yeah.
my moderate healing potion on me. I gotta get it.
Yeah, the only. Let's see. You have 4 scrolls of heal 6, 2 scrolls of heal 5. That's it. All you got.
Yeah, so not a potion of moderate healing.
You have 0 potions.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. That's the way it should be.
And Dougie and Basil and have 2 of moderate. Basil has 2 lesser healings. How about that? And 1 elixir
Well,
of
those will
life.
those will be useful if I get a paper cut.
Well, you're the
Well,
one.
they're good if like someone's dying and you just need to get them
Yeah,
to stop
yeah.
dying.
We've often had an NPC that needed something that we didn't want to spend any more money than that upon.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'll do the recap. I don't even know what the recap is. Here we go. Last we left off, you managed to somehow outrun death itself. Although it was death with a lowercase d. It was just a minor death. But death still it was, and you brought Blackfatter in for questioning. And your reward is that you get to relax, hang out, and enjoy the festival in your new lodgings at Fort Tempest. Fort Tempest, a beautiful, relaxing, gorgeous fort. You have your own private rooms. You have a little desk. You have an armoire. You have food 24/7. This place is like a 5-star hotel if it wasn't where you also worked. But considering a mere 7 weeks ago you were sharing bunks with God knows who and the lowest end of the food chain. But here you are. The creme de la creme, the top of the top. And what would it be without an Eyes on Absalon? Dun dun dun! Don't forget, you are always in the paper. And here we go. Eyes on Absalom. Absalom's heroes arrest High Priest of Blackfingers. The mysteries of Hunting Lodge 7. The Shining Children. A demi-lich awakened. Brave Sleepless Sun volunteer. And the Edgewatch. Also, the Blade of the Dark God Norgrimmar. Ooh, look at all this. You guys are in the paper once again.
Pictures, or did it happen?
I shared it with you. Look at your
It's not in
screen.
handouts? I'm looking for handouts.
No, I shared it. I'm being fancy. Look,
It's on the map.
Oh, all right.
Oh, all right.
He's
Look,
being all sneaky.
I'm being all sneaky. You can click on it too, and it zooms in, and you can see it. Well, this way people can see it too if they're watching the stream. So yes, you are. I like the picture of the vats of terrible acid in the temple's dungeons. There's like those huge vats of acids. Awesome. So, yeah, you guys get to rest, relax, hang out. And best of all, you are level 14. Looks like kind of a boring level from what I can tell, because not a great. I think level 13 was the best level so far, but level 14 looks a little eh.
This was way better for Dougie.
Oh, really?
I didn't get anything at level 13.
Oh man, everyone else got tons of stuff at level 13.
I got something like a bump to saving throws.
All right. Well, who wants to go first and tell us all the amazing things you got at level 14?
Well, I'll go first since I think mine was obviously the best one. I will never miss. If I miss twice,
You're never gonna miss. How?
in my double slice, I'm sure there's conditions that I'll miss, but geez, now I'm looking for dual onslaught is the ability. When I use double slice, if I miss with both strikes, I choose one of the two weapons and apply the effects as if I hit. And so I'm not cheating anything. I will just re-roll my short sword. In fact, I could just say that the short sword is always the weapon that I hit with.
Okay.
There we are. There we go. Okay.
So
let's call it that.
basically, you will now never, ever miss.
Pretty much. I mean, it's a lot better than missing twice, which is what I do half the time, more than half the time. So I'd love to know what the stats are, because perceptions are different from reality. But it feels like I miss half the time.
Well, now you never will. And everything will be flat-footed too forever. Now you're just going to be a wrecking ball. You just got to get your weapons up there. You got to like add some more crap to your weapon. Do your weapons have anything on them?
Yeah, they have the short sword has reach, never comes into it. That's I've got runes.
You do?
Striking, weapon potency. I don't have any property runes.
And you have a +2 striking, shifting, low-grade iron, cold iron, ghost touch, rapier.
Oh, you know what? Okay, and I have doubling, so I have all that on my short sword. That's why my short sword doesn't have any properties on it. So, yeah, so that's basically both my weapons.
Does that give you both?
Yeah, it's
Doubling rings gives you only, let's see.
The first doubling ring just does the fundamental runes, I think.
Yeah.
And the greater rune does the property runes also.
Right. You have to buy the 1,300 gold piece greater doubling ring to get everything. So you only get +2 on your strike. You have a +2 striking short sword. The other one is +2 shifting, blah, blah, all that stuff. So you spend some monies that you don't have anymore.
Yeah, I don't have any more.
Oh, well, you can do it later.
I upgraded my armor to
That's a better
greater
investment.
resilience, so
That's
I got some more
That's a much
bonuses
better.
to my saving throws. So that is Dougie, level 14.
Who's next?
I can go next if you like.
Sure.
My main class, my main class feat for level 14 is what's called strategic bypass. That means for my devise a stratagem attack, I now get to avoid my intelligence bonus, i.e. +4 worth of any resistance. So hard. I didn't know if it's got resist to fire or resist to cold. I can just kind of go through 4 points of that. So
What's
that's
that
kind of
called?
nice. Strategic bypass.
What is that?
It's an investigator feat.
Sounds like cheating.
Well, it's only 4 points. It's not a lot. Then again, if there's multiple,
That's a
instances-
lot.
That is.
You're gonna lose. You're gonna use it
lot.
every single round of combat.
That is, every
single
right.
round.
That is insane how much that
you
is.
can give that bonus when you remember to Dougie when you successfully.
I don't know if I'll have to double check if that transfers or if that's just for me though.
Wait, what's it called?
Strategic bypass. I think that's only for my attack. I don't think that transfers with the.
Oh, I'm thinking the expeditious inspection.
No,
Yeah, no,
strategic. Here we go. When you hit with strike, which sustained you, but it only works in devising stratagem.
Yeah, it's only for the stratagem attack. It's not for
Okay, it's
every
not-
attack.
Okay, it's still good, but it's not as good. I was like, oh my god, that can get out of hand very quickly. So
But it's still
all right.
nice.
Well, can't you still give device stratagem to somebody?
Oh yeah, I can still give that, but you don't also get to bypass the resistances. That's only for my attack,
Okay.
as far as I know. I mean,
It's only for you.
yeah. Speaking of insane, I also took the Eldritch Archer feat Seeker Arrow, which now means I can essentially bend my arrows around obstacles and avoid cover. I have to be able to at least see the person, so I can't like do a complete left turn down a hallway and follow a person 30 feet down the hall. But if I can see the person, even if they're behind cover, I can find some goofy line of sight or some goofy line to shoot an arrow at them without cover. So that's kind of fun. I got a silly little skill feat for medicine called chromotherapy, which allows me it's some sort of light-based alchemy that basically allows me to try and help assist with persistent damage effects. And you can use like different colors of light to help with different sorts of damage. So like purple is poison and red is fire or whatever, and green is bleed. So also, as an archetype caster, I get my spells at even levels. So I get my first 5th level spells. That'll be exciting. My shopping trip, I mostly focused on just adding some runes to my weapon. The most interesting / exciting is my sword cane is now got the extending rune, which means it now can hit things 60 feet away. So it's now like almost like a whip or something. So that's kind of ridiculous and silly. So it basically just stretches across the room and hits something 60 feet away. So I also got an armor rune called Greater Staunching that lowers the flat check to get rid of bleeding. So my armor helps me cure bleeding. And then I just screwed around with my spells some too.
I love how Seth and John are like, you know what? Drinking a potion every day that gives you an extra 10 to your movement. That's taking me out of the fantasy. But the ability of your sword cane attacking from 60 feet away,
That's way
and my
cool, though.
arrows can
No,
bend and just like move around
Way
corners. That's fine. That makes total
Absolutely.
sense.
That
That's
is
an overpowered
absolutely
weapon.
in
That's what you
fantasy.
want. That's
Yeah.
what you want in fantasy. You don't want to sit there and go.
that is
for
a
it.
magic arrow.
As long as I move a normal rate of speed while doing all that.
That's right. That's right. It's like, oh yeah, sure, my weapon can like reach across the room, and sure, I could fire arrows that bend and disobey the laws of physics.
Absolutely.
But moving more than 10 feet per round, no. That's right. That's where the line is drawn.
There is also a greater one where it goes to 120 feet.
Oh my god, where
Why
he's
do
like,
you even use a bow at that point?
well,
I might lose the bow at that point.
well, at that
but
point,
still.
here's the funny thing: the bow becomes a melee weapon.
That's my short range weapon.
Yeah, that's right.
That's funny.
That is ridiculous. Lomag, let's see you beat that, buddy.
I can't really beat that. Very banal things. One of which is I discovered. I don't think anyone has ever heard of this one before, but it's called Underwater Marauder.
Oh, I've never heard of that. Did you take that? Because
I
that
took
is
Wow.
incredibly unique that no one in the party has.
Not flat-footed in water and no penalties. for
Wow,
using
that's really good.
flashing melee
John,
weapons in water.
have you heard of that feat?
That's such a good feat. I wish I had that.
Yeah, there's so few of those feats that are worth taking. So.
John's
and
had
then
that for like 10 levels, by the way.
And I also, yeah, you never use it. Yeah, the problem is that those feats of those are not. There's not a lot of good choices for those. So, I did take something called Stance Savant, which is a monk feat. Stance Savant is nice because you can enter a stance as a free action when you roll initiative.
No, that's the best. That's the best one because as soon as initiatives roll, boom, you're in the stance immediately. It's very,
Right.
very, very
Right.
good.
Very good. And then the next thing I took is I took another rogue feat. And let me see if I can find it. Oh, this is also pretty unique. It's called Skirmish Strike.
Oh my god, how does that work? I've never heard of that before.
It's pretty good. It's
Oh,
for
wow.
one action you can move and then do your attack.
Wow, John, are
Wow.
you taking notes?
This is
Yeah.
some revolutionary stuff.
I know,
here.
I know.
I could like move and then I could do a flurry immediately.
Wow, maybe he can
Dougie
skirmish
got
strike
rid of
underwater.
that. Dougie retrained to get rid of that. So
Why?
that's- is beneath me. It's crap. Is
Why is that bad?
In fact, that's
it's
how you
crap.
learned it. Dougie trained you, and he removed it from his own abilities.
Yeah, that's basically I untrained, and by osmosis it went on to Loming, and then I substituted it with something much better called a blind fight, which of course Loming already has. I should have taken it all.
Well, I mean, I have dark vision and low light vision, so I don't know if that counts. So I don't have
blind fight.
He doesn't have blind fight.
Blind
He-
fight. Oh, you're
he-
kidding me?
Nope,
Oh
he
my
does
God.
not.
You're
But
a monk.
you know what?
How does a monk not have blind fight?
I
Oh my
guarantee he's
God.
getting
Dang
it the next level. Next level blind
I'm
fight.
putting it on my list.
I recommend you retrain out of skirmish strike.
What is
and get blind fight.
I don't understand what you don't like about skirmish. Strike.
I have other things that are way better than it. Skirmish strike is. I mean, it's fine, but I have a move. I have a 2-action move, my full range of movement, and hit twice, and I can hit in the middle of my movement. It's just way better.
It's better. What is so? Wait, skirmish strike. It's a stride, which is what's a stride or
It's 5 feet. You go
5
5 feet.
No,
and
no.
then-
It's, hold on. Is that correct?
I thought
No.
a stride was a full.
I thought a stride was a movement.
Yeah.
It
Well,
says
a
stride-
step is a
Right,
5 foot.
It says
Yeah,
stride, It says stride or step.
Oh, okay, yeah, stride or step. Yeah, you can do either one. Yeah.
Well, it's.
I mean, see,
still-
for me, the way my logic here is, all right,
Oh.
we roll initiative, right?
I know there was logic. He rolls initiative, goes in stance,
I'm-
he
no, this is for
runs
free.
in,
The
he
reason
attacks,
why. The
and then he
reason
runs
why.
away.
I
It,
put in my
it's
deck.
another
Yeah.
attack, and you take a extra minus penalty for another attack.
Well,
the things that I
thing-
use don't have that.
the problem
So,
with my thing is like I need usually to do 2 actions just to get fully buffed. Like my Heaven's Thunder, and then to get into the stance, that takes 2 actions, and then before you know it, I'm not even attacking the first round.
yeah, that's good.
So this
it's
way-
great for you. No,
It's
you're
really
you're
shit. It
moving,
takes 2 actions, like,
especially with your movement. It's amazing
exactly
for you.
That's what I'm thinking. So there it is: skirmish strike, underwater marauder, stance savant.
So strange.
Dougie right now is praying
And-
for a situation where blind fight comes into play.
I'm surprised he didn't get a wand of haste.
How much is that?
Not that much. How much is a
Well, it's the
7th level
same-
wand?
It's the same hand problem. Like I'd rather cast haste.
Yeah, that one you can't recast in the beginning of the day and last
Yeah.
for hours.
No, not really. Well, that's why you give it to Basil, because he doesn't need it. It's a shame you can't use your tail to cast. Didn't you get some cool boots or something that makes you go like super fast on top of that?
The boots of bounding, which is really where the horseshoes of bounding, and it gives me +5 movement,
Oh
which
my
is
God.
nice.
So now you have 55 movement.
55 natural movement with that,
Yep. But you can't fly.
and I can fly at that speed too.
You can fly. How
I mean,
do
it's a-
boots make you fly faster? That I don't get.
It's a mystery. It's magic. no one's actually seen me fly, so it's actually
You did it once.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
You did it once.
Not a lot of witnesses.
Nope. Not a lot. You killed them all. All right. Are you done?
I'm done.
Gomez, last but not least, I know you have some really cool spells, and I know you have a new shiny staff.
All right. Well, my ability, my spell is it is slick, but it's just one of them.
You only need
playing
one.
off my combination friend and foe, like I'm your best friend and worst enemy, diplomacy and intimidation angle. I got the spell Mask of Terror, where I can invest those powers into somebody else and make them whatever their opponent fears the most, and shake them up if they dare try to touch the ally that I cast this upon, be it myself or another. And that is the spell. For the feat, I got the 1 time a day quick cast, so I can reduce the casting time by 1 action once per day on something, which that has come into play. So it's actually not. And I did buy the wand though, and the wand just gave me a simple ability. And that is to cheat death and reverse its dictate.
What?
Whoa.
What? What did you buy?
I want to hear more about this.
You bought a wand?
As a reaction, Breath of Life, the major staff of healing, allows me to, as a reaction, cast Breath of Life. Your blessing revives a creature at the moment of its death. You prevent the target from dying and restore hit points equal to 4d8 plus a whole bunch of things.
Oh wow.
So when
Dougie is already thinking.
so having experienced death himself, I realized I must have countermeasures and attain them. So
That's true.
from now on, once per day, when the DM says they die, I say no, they didn't.
Wow.
Wow.
That makes me a lot happier now
Not
that I can
today.
kill you. A lot easier now. Wait, so
Yep,
but that's
not
not a
today.
wand. That's a staff. That's
That's
your
the staff.
Okay,
That's
you
the staff.
said wand. Okay.
And
That
it's
is
actually
awesome.
it's one of those things that it uses up a lot of charges of the staff, so it's actually I have to keep the staff
Yep.
in reserve to have that.
Yep, it does. It uses up all them charges.
Yep.
Yep.
You have to say not
But
today.
it is one more get out of jail phrase. One more lawyer. We need him.
You might. You know, in the other game last night, 3 people died.
Really?
Yeah, and only 1 was left. They stabilized, but they got swallowed whole, and 3 got death, and there was 2 monsters left, and just Atron, and that was it. And that I was like, all right, you know what it's like, Chris? It was like if you're on the last table in poker tournament and there's only like 2 people left. It's like, wow, what happened? Like at the start of the fight, there was like 10 enemies and 4 PCs, and by the end, there was just 1 PC and 2 enemies, and that's it.
Damn.
And it was a lot of pressure to get his turn right. Because if he died, then everyone died.
That
But
would have been it.
Oh, you know what else you guys will like this? The other thing that the staff can do is it has the enhanced restoration to undo that loss of level thing that screwed us last time.
Oh, drained?
oh, you're gonna
Yeah,
need that.
yeah.
Nice.
That's gonna come in handy. Let me tell you. Besides that, okay. So sounds good. Sounds like you got all your thingies. You all got attackies and defensey things, and you got your numbers and how many hit points. Lomang, still the only one over 200. Only
Oh
one.
yeah, I have 220.
Oh my god. Well, Dougie does not. Gomez.
I know. At this scale of things, I'm a one-hit kill. At the scale of
No,
things.
seriously, you are like you have so few hit points that you might want to like.
Which is perverse considering it is 132, and that is so few. That is so not enough.
That's nothing. You might as well just carry around a bag of holding and jump into
I
the
only have
bag.
190, so I'm on the front line though.
Yeah. But still, like, but you have good. Your saves are really good. Like you have a lot of tricks.
Yes, and also
But Gomez
I
has
am in
nothing.
the rear with the gear.
Gomez and Basil, they're getting further and further away from the fight, especially
Yeah,
now.
Gone are the days where
Yes.
Gomez like spontaneously goes and searches around.
Why do you think I want to hit things from 60 feet away?
Yeah.
No kidding. All right. So here you are. Jonas Blackfatter's behind bars. You've successfully arrested 2 members of the nefarious Nurgabert sect called the Twilight Four. And Captain Alicia assures you that she will personally oversee the interrogations of Blackfatter. You may join us, of course, but you might need a strong stomach, and it's going to probably take at least a week to get what we need out of him, because I don't think he's going to cooperate. But in the meantime, I recommend you take a breather, acquaint yourselves with your new lodgings, retrain if you want. Just, do whatever you need to do, take some personal matters, and you know what? Enjoy the fair. You really haven't had time to go around and sample the fair and see the sights, and you deserve it. You've done so much for the city. So what do you do?
Beautiful Mount Airy Lodge in the Poconos.
Mount Airy Lodge, yeah. You can go to go on like amusement park rides. You can get some food. You can go just check out the atmosphere, the parades, whatever you want, man. It's a fair, man. It's a fun fair.
And we're there now?
Yeah, sure. If you want. You got a whole week. Do whatever you want.
All right, I look around, and what catches my eye?
I don't know. There's so much. Mostly the fact that since you started, it looks like goblin cuisine and goblin pickles have caught on. And you see people walking around with pickles on sticks, eating them, and there's different flavors of pickles. And those are all goblin pickles, all of them. It's become the hit of the fair.
I feel proud, and I ask a passerby where he purchased that so I can go get some.
Oh, and they point you to the well, now there's a whole bunch of those stands. Like there used to just be one, but it seems like there's stands all over the fair, and there's goblins everywhere selling these goblin pickles. So
that's awesome.
There's
I get one. I go to a stand that has one of a flavor I've never tried before.
Oh, really? Well, there is a very popular flavor that you've never had before, and that is it is the goat cheese flavor pickle.
I'm there. Where is it? I'm there.
Okay, you got it. Another very popular one is bacon wrapped pickles. A lot of people are. That's another good one.
I'm gonna have that next.
Okay. It's a little bit of a
cut of their of what they're making, right?
Well, you never know. I think actually everyone's impressed reading about you in the papers. And they all want to be like Gomez, so everyone's like into the goblin stuff because they see a goblin hero. They're like, "Hey, man, what do goblins eat? I want to be a hero too. I'm going to eat what goblins eat. I'm going to eat what Gomez eats." There you go. Can't remember what's the name of those guys that started it. I can't remember their names, but
yeah, I remember.
Anyone else who want to do anything fun in the fair? The fun fair? Lomac's just going to run around. He's like, I'm going to just see the whole fair in one day. And then you just run really, really, really quick. Like,
is this the same fair that
yes.
It's
3 months long. It's 3 months long.
And
all summer.
How long has it been since
7 weeks.
Since it started? 7 weeks.
7 weeks. You're a little bit more than halfway.
Oh,
you're like the end of July.
Dougie's going to do the junk food crawl. From one stand to the next. He is going to sample everything and make sure that everything's up to code.
Well, you know what? You go through the junk food crawl. There is so much food of all different qualities and quantities and types, and it looks like every vendor in Galarian has come here, and you can't even recognize half of them. Some of them are in weird languages and just monsters selling.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but it's mostly fried things on sticks. That seems to be the most common.
That's a good thing.
That's the most common thing you're seeing. There's also a lot of alcoholic beverages being served everywhere. A lot of those.
Well, Dougie says if it's not fried, it's not food.
And also, don't forget, tons of Old Woody. Old Woody's everywhere. Old Woody.
He's probably not going to do any old Woody. I think that's
Really? I have the official
somebody
tables
else's.
that we can roll off of.
No, he's just gonna. He's not gonna get crazy. He wants to. Even though he doesn't look like he has his weapons out, but because he has those crazy rings of visage, he changes his. It doesn't look like he's wearing armor or carrying weapons. He realizes he is still a responsible member of the law and enforcement.
Well, if
Personnel,
anyone's
so.
interested, there's a typical shot of old Woody's going for 50 gold pieces for a swig.
Part of me feels like I should support old Woody.
Oh, well, considering you helped invent
Considering
it.
I helped write it, yeah. Actually, what the heck? I'm gonna do a shot of old
Here
Woody.
we go. Old Woody. A legendary brew, a strange magical alcohol that produces randomized effect. Its price and taste vary widely based on the year of the brew, which can only change the taste, but also cause it to have different effects. Let's see. A single drink from a typical brew of Old Woody sells for about 50 gold pieces, if you can find one, that is. So, you can only drink it once per day, and after that, you are immune to the effects. So, do you know
For the
Old
day
Woody
or forever?
per day. So it's so powerful that it can knock you out. So, or do something amazing. Let's see. You're gonna step up and try your luck. I mean,
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
okay. You
Figuratively and literally.
Here we go. You're like you swig it. It goes down. It has like a weird bubbly mixture of blues and purples. And of course, as everyone knows, Old Woody's only served in wooden cups, because if you serve it in anything else, it'll dissolve it and eat through it. So it can't be served in glass, or it's kind of like drinking battery acid, only much more flavorful and more magical. So give me a 1d100 roll, please.
All right, let's do this.
High numbers.
Well, I don't remember actually.
You don't know. I know. I'm looking at it. What does he
Always high
roll?
numbers.
51. That you couldn't get any more average
Right in
if
the
you
middle.
tried.
Yeah.
Couldn't try. You couldn't get any more. Who are you with?
What have I done to myself?
Who are you with?
I don't know who's going with.
You know,
Low
he would
Mag.
be with. Well, okay, yeah, I'll go Meg then.
I'm in there.
You're with Lomang?
Sure.
You suddenly put your arm around Lomang and you're just fascinated by Lomang. You're like, Lomang, you're my best friend. You and I have been through thick and thin. We've
And you're
done
so
so
fast.
much. You're
So
so
fast.
fast. Can you give me a piggyback ride? Can you just like run around with me? You know what? I know. I'm gonna spread my wings, and you can run fast, and maybe we can fly through the air.
I have that effect on lots. So I'm not surprised by that at all.
You were completely fascinated and just want to know everything you can about Lomang. You were just totally entranced, fascinated, and can't get enough of Lomang.
I see.
We can train at the monastery.
Let's see you play that one
all
out,
sorts
huh?
of questions about his tiefling heritage. And
You want to know all
Yes.
about him?
There's a lot of.
why hooves? where do the hooves come
He's a
from?
demon.
Tieflings are not demons, but devils. You got to get that right.
But if you're a devil, why did you become a police officer?
Well, yeah, but that's part of my heritage. The other one is the orc side.
Again,
Say,
why did you
question
become a
stands.
police officer? Neither of those support that answer.
Oh, fine, you know, okay.
Because I found the light and the ways of Cadus Cadine.
Oh, it's okay. You're a good guy.
So you got the beer goggles effect, where you
So,
are.
yeah, I was wondering what the name of the effect was.
Beer goggles, and you just.
That's funny because Lomang has an 8 charisma. So
Yeah,
But
you
for-
need the
You
beer
need beer
goggles.
But for now, I find him endlessly fascinating.
You
and
just
he's
you
not
can't
that,
get
he's
enough
not
of
that
him.
bright either. His intelligence is low.
Yeah, but you love it. You're just like, oh, he's my new best friend,
Lomag's
Lomang.
my friend.
Just remember that when I need a heal.
Okay, Lomag, I'm going to learn to heal just to help you out.
Or buff or whatever.
You should have it. Why don't you take a swig, Lomang? Maybe something
Nah.
fun will happen to
Go
you.
for it.
Kate is Kaylin. You please.
That's true.
Oh my
Kate
god.
and Kayleen is disappointed in
He's
you.
very
Dougie-
disappointed.
Dougie is on your other shoulder, and he's
Yeah.
saying, "You are a representative of the police. You cannot do that."
Well, I
Lomang,
mean, my
even off
body
duty.
is my temple normally, but this is a special occasion, so why not?
Oh, he swapped
Yes.
into it.
Take that
Okay.
uniform off.
Your
sir.
Canadian friend Pierre Pressure got to you.
That's right. Is it 50 gold though for a serving?
50 gold. But I'm gonna
What's
give you
it made out of? Oh my god!
I'm gonna give you a picture. That's how fancy this is. You get a picture. All right, here comes the picture. Give me a sec.
Oh, this is good. It's finally a chance to nerf Lomang.
Ta-da! Oh, that's a bad picture, but you get the idea. That's what it looks like.
Where'd you put it?
I put it in the handouts in Edgewatch, so you can see that is what you are drinking. Look at that! It's a big bottle. They actually take a tree, they hollow out the tree trunk, and then they put it in there, and then they have a little old woody, and it's like
That's
carved
pretty cool.
on the
I
side.
actually like that. That's good concept art. Yeah.
Thank you. That concept, that's the real thing. 50 gold, it's worth every penny.
I feel like if I drink this, I'm going to turn into a Last of Us zombie.
You might roll a 1d100. Well, here's the thing. You can attempt a DC 20 fortitude save to negate the effect, but only after you roll the 1d100. I mean, I won't tell you what it is. You got to
Why would you
decide.
want to negate the effect? That's
Well,
a total waste of 50 gold.
True, but maybe you roll a 1. And maybe
Pretty-
you're like, I don't want that. Maybe a 1.
But if one is you die.
No, there's actually nothing bad. In fact, the way it works is everything is something, but there's no difference. High or low doesn't matter.
There's a few that are kind of awkward and silly, but there's nothing horrible.
Oh boy.
Let me roll my fortitude save.
Oh baby. You smell you
This is where we use our hero point already.
No, it's already. It's so okay. You drink it. Basil's super excited that you drink it. Basil, give me a fortitude save.
Why do I gotta give? Why is everything happening to me?
You gotta give me a fortitude save,
You
Basil.
started to-
32, you're fine. Suddenly, everyone is like clearing a path from Lomag. Like, no one wants to go anywhere near you. You become incredibly stinky.
Oh,
You-
that's right.
your sweat is causing severe body odor. It's called stings the nostrils. If anyone comes within 20 feet of you, they must succeed a fortitude save or be sickened or slowed.
damn. You know what? Maybe we should bring some of this on our next adventure. That's pretty good.
I want to know how long this lasts. Because if it lasts, he ain't sleeping in our new lodge tonight. He sleeps out with the dogs.
Yes, well, here's the thing. After a minute, Jason, Basil, you got to do another fortitude save. You're going to have to do this every minute on the minute because you're never permanently, you're okay. Eventually you will fail, but everyone's just like getting away from you, and
But am
the
I still
crowd-
also fascinated?
Yes,
with it?
so you can't stay. You're like, oh my god, you smell so bad, but I can't not be
I
near
sure
you.
I need to understand this terrible smell. What is going on?
That's like the perfect combo. It's like you want to be near him.
I'm an investigator. I need to figure this out for,
And no one
for
else
science.
wants to be near you because you smell so
it's
bad.
brimstone. It's
Yeah,
like-
I think,
Lomac is turned
sulfur.
into a walking durian fruit to you. It's like
Yeah.
delicious and you love it, but it's so awful.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
I
Basil
noting-
is a celiac of some kind, but I don't know what it is.
Yes. Well,
Oh.
noting this, I'm like, I go to the one place that'll accept me, the Goblin Quarter.
I think even
See what they
they're
think.
even they're just like, oh, what smells so bad? And if we think it smells bad, then it's really, really bad. And that's not being goblinist. That's just because they live down in the sewer. So you smell worse than the worst sewer.
I think
Huh.
you might win an award.
You might win an award. You might actually, if they have an award for smelliest person, you would win by a mile.
Are people? Is this Old Woody available for everyone? Like, are people buying
Yeah,
it? Like,
yeah. It's
I mean,
rare.
that is a lot of gold, though.
It's
for-
a lot. It's
for
rare.
a regular.
It's like, what's an expensive drink? You get you
Like-
you
like-
know
But
the
it's
like
drink.
the
well,
most
it's-
expensive.
But it's the
like,
equivalent
Yeah.
of the World Fair, so people are coming here for the experience.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, it's like Cristal champagne or something.
Right. It's something that it's not unheard of. It's pretty rare. It's very hard to find because it's only made in very small quantities. In fact, I believe it's made in a town in the south. What was that called again? What was that town?
Was that Plaguestone?
Oh, Plaguestone. That's right, Plaguestone, where it was invented by
I think
some
it's like fugu.
some
Like
industrious.
blowfish.
A gnomish entrepreneur.
That's
yes.
right, a gnomish entrepreneur.
So
Jason's
nice.
Jason's other character actually helped invent Old Woody. So
One of the people in chat said the things are actually coming up out of the sewer to smell them.
anyone else? Anyone else want a swig? No, everyone's quiet. Everyone's like, I'm not going near that thing. That smells disgusting.
Yeah, I've had my experience with that.
You're like, I'm done. Oh, that's right. You had it before. There's the
I've
Goldschlager,
had
Old
my
Woody.
out-of-body experience with
There
that.
is the Goldschlager. Oh, that's right. You had that
Oh,
one.
you had the spirits.
You had
Yeah.
spirits. You had the
Or
Goldschlager.
that was
Lauren's character.
What is the Goldschlager version?
It's the same one, except it costs 250 gold pieces.
gotta get the tourists.
That's right. That's a tourist trap version because that's flakes of gold in it. It's exactly the same, except that it's flakes of gold. There's no difference. It's like those $2,000 sundaes you can buy, So, all right. Anyone else want to do some stuff, or do you want to get adventuring?
I want to do whatever Lomac wants to do.
I want to get through some adventuring because I want to use this stink against the enemy.
Oh God.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Let's practice up on our dungeoneering.
Okay. Well, by the time you get back, it actually all fades away. It can only last an hour. So,
It would have been awesome because then things run away from me and attack someone else. That's what I like.
well, the funny thing is, if you're in combat, you sweat more and then you stink more.
That's awesome.
So, and then the beer goggles fade too. Everything fades. You're like, oh.
It's just, why would anyone pay 50 gold for that? I'm trying to figure that out. I'm amused.
There's a chance
it's like-
of it's why people put money in the lottery.
Is there anything
Yeah,
that's
it's
good
like,
you
it's like
know of it?
fugu. It's like people who eat blowfish even though it can
Yeah.
kill you.
True.
It's like a dare.
Because not everything has to be combat, Lomang.
No,
Not
but I'm saying,
everything.
but like, is there anything like that's good on there? Like, you gain the ability to fly for 10 minutes. Or-
Yes.
Yeah, there's some good
There's
stuff.
There's some
permanent
good stuff.
great things.
There's actually quite a few good things on there.
Are there permanent good things?
Not permanent. There's dragon. Well, if you want, this is the base version. If I made like 1,000 gold piece version, I can make it permanent. There's dragon scales, which is really,
That's cool.
really good. There's let's
It's
see.
like the Wand of Wonder in a.
It's
liquid
very
form.
similar. Yeah, there's like bark skin. There's a
For
whole
50
bunch of
gold.
interesting
I think
things.
there's one where you can like speak with plants for a certain amount of
Yeah,
time.
there's a couple
There's a
of
lot of
those.
stuff that's
But that's
themed
a
with
good one.
like there's either things that modify stats or there's a lot of stuff that plays with like plants and nature and stuff.
There's fizzy lifting drinks where you float. There's my favorite one is I can speak just fine. where you learn, you can speak another language, but only that language, and it's not a language you know how to speak. But now you do. There's a whole bunch of crazy ones on there. There's Mean Drunk, where you get like super strong. So there's a whole bunch of good ones. There's the best one, the Moment of Greatness, but I won't tell you what that one is. But
There's
that
like one of them was like
that
Life
one's
of the Party,
incredible.
where your charisma goes up and
Yeah.
your wisdom goes down.
yeah,
Like-
there's a whole bunch of goofy ones. Anyhow, actually, and Jason wrote some of these. Jason came up with these.
I
And-
think I actually wrote the first draft of most of them, and
Yes.
then Mark actually converted them into usable
Correct.
rules.
Jason wrote them, and then Mark turned them into, he gamified them. That's he made them work within Pathfinder. So
Nice.
So your body odor is directly my fault. I apologize.
that's right. You stink because of Jason, not
That's
because
all
of
right.
not because of Basil, because of
I
Jason.
accept that.
Okay. Look at John. John's playing with his cat. What were you doing there?
All right. The reason why I'm playing with my cat during the podcast is when she's a kitten, someone trained her to bite. That's the only way she plays. So like I can't use my mouse or she'll pounce on my hand. So now I'm trying to wear out her kitten.
I was gonna say either that or John has like the most ornate in-house fishing.
I know. It
hole.
looks like you're fishing because you have these big poles. I'm like, is he fishing in his house?
I have bought. It's like that Steve Martin joke. $200 worth of cat toys. It's ridiculous at my house. So, yeah, I'm trying to find something that Kiki likes, and it's not easy. So I'm just getting the energy out. Sorry.
That's all right.
I have a question. What is this blade of the dark god Norgobur?
Oh, that I don't remember what that
Did we
was.
miss that? That looks like
No,
loot.
I don't know. Let me look.
It's probably an evil thing that we can't use.
It's probably
Otherwise,
loot that if you don't want
Dougie
it,
would
I'll
use it.
take it.
I think
Can't
that
even
was.
use
You
it.
know what I think that was? I think that was someone put it in the art order and they never got into the adventure.
Yeah,
You know what it was? Fake news. There you go.
Fake news.
Fake news.
I can't use it, but I can sell it.
I looked at the thing too, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask.
It's fake news. Fake news.
Yeah.
Did not exist. They made it up. Sells the papers. People are like, they just did what you did. What's the blade of Norgobur?
Now, you know what?
Didn't
It gives
exist.
a GM the opportunity to customize their own adventure. So go ahead, Steve. Make it up. Make something really good.
Fake news. All
Like
right.
in the hand wraps of Vorpal blade.
That's right. Stop banging, Chris. I can hear all that. You come back, you're relaxing, and all of a sudden, a massive black bird awaits on the sill of a window with something attached to its leg, and it's squawking at you. Basil! Wah, wah. What do you do?
Right, massive. This is a fantasy world we're talking about.
Not as big as Basil, but probably, good
Okay.
2 feet, like a massive cat or a medium-sized dog. Like it's a big bird. Big. It's a carrier crow, but it's very large.
Handle it, Basil. It's one of your kind.
Well, okay. And you said it has like a note attached to it.
Yep. Has a little letter attached to its legs.
Let's go grab the note.
You grab the note, it looks at you and goes, ah! And takes flight away and leaves. Okay. Here's what you see in the note.
No tip.
It's on the screen. You can read it, Jason. It's actually easy to see on the bottom is the text.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. How do you read that? Let's see. Bottom.
Well, close it. You can close it, Jason, and then scroll down.
Scroll down.
Scroll down. There's the text.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Okay.
All right. Agents. Agents. The Twilight Four are even closer to their goal than we anticipated. I fear they have already infiltrated the Grand Council, and it seems we may be playing directly into their hands. I will soon be framed for a treacherous crime, and you will also be implicated. The trap has already been laid, and like mice in a maze, we have nowhere to go but into the open maw of the waiting beast. Fortunately, I have had time enough to fashion a hidden blade with which to cut myself out of the beast's belly. You, my dear agents, are this hidden blade. Please follow the attached directions in order to meet me at a section of the infamous Grizzly Fair in the Precipice Quarter at a remote corner of the haunted carnival called Harrowland. There, we will trick our enemies into believing they have us beat. Then and only then will we be able to counter our foes and earn justice for the city of Absalom. Until our belated moment of glory, I beg your patience and your discretion. Tell no one of our meeting. Harrowland, though long abandoned, is the demesne of a cruel killer who may or may not have something to do with all of this. Although we find ourselves trapped like birds in a cage and destined to fall from grace, at least you might stop this depraved murderer and do some good in the process. May the gods grace your path, W.S., who I assume is Winsel Starborn.
Correct. There's also a seal, and you can tell this is Starborn's seal. So you know this is him.
For those of you not up on your Pathfinder lore, Winsel Starborn is the head of the council that runs Absalom. So kind of like the president, not quite a king.
Yes, he's actually...
Or prime minister or whatever.
Yeah, he basically runs Absalom. He's like president of the world, pretty much. And you've met him before, and you know of him, and he also had his right hand, which is Harlow Dolan, who you've been working with and met. And he's the one who actually recommended you for this. Now, I don't need to tell you, but as an investigator, you're a little worried now. You're like, uh-oh, there might be spies inside the organization.
I know. Well,
who can you trust?
There's something worse than that. There's something worse than that.
What's that?
There might be clowns.
There might be clowns.
I don't
Killer
like
clowns from outer space.
That's right.
It could be a trap.
It could be.
Killer clowns
Could be.
from Harrowland.
Killer clowns from outer space. I mean, killer clowns from Harrowland. You asked what 80s movie this came from. There you go.
Jeez.
Let's go.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
Dougie is impressed with the use of domain, which is a word he had to look up to understand what it is.
I think it's Demise. I think it's how it's pronounced.
It's pronounced
Demise.
domain. I had to
Oh.
look it up.
Yes.
It's a archaic.
Yes, feudal
it's-
system word.
Yeah. It's a legal word. Seth,
Yeah.
do you know it?
What?
The Harrowland,
No, Demise.
Yes.
it's like Demense.
Well,
I mean,
Google says it's pronounced.
This is
domain.
property.
Anyway,
Place.
Yes.
Lair.
It's a region attached to a manor for income. Anyway, I'm impressed. I've never seen that word before.
Really? Actually, I play what's that game I play? The Kings. What's that called? Jason, what's the name of that game? The Kings game, where you roll a kingdom. I forgot what it's called. It's driving me crazy. Kingdom, whatever. Where you're like a vassal and you have all your kingdoms, and you're like, it's
Crusader Kings?
That's it. Love you. Crusader Kings. You basically run a vassal system, so that word comes up like all the time.
Oh wow!
That's
Okay,
an excellent, superb game.
It's
Really good
it's a crazy word. It's
Yeah.
pronounced domain.
Now you know.
No, there's no S or anything. It's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd better not comment on Crusader Kings or we'll go into a 10-minute divergence.
It's a fantastic, fantastic game. Anyhow, Basil, you know a little bit about this place because you're from here, so you know about Harrowland. Do you want to know a little bit about Harrowland?
Would you
Tell
like
us
to
about
know more?
So Harrowland occupies a subsection of a much larger amusement park, now called Grizzly Fair. It's supposedly a dread landscape of undead monsters, evil apparitions, and cruel animals. But, luckily Harrowland lies on the outskirts of Grizzly Fair. So you don't have to explore the massive Grizzly Fair amusement park.
No.
Only the Wonder Fair. And
Does this mean that it's Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park and we're Kiss?
Oh, no.
yes, yes. Take as many of these as you want. You know what? I actually like it's the Escape from L.A. and you're
Fair
going
enough.
to the Magic Kingdom.
I want to be Kiss.
Okay, you can be Kiss. It can be anyone.
Get up and get your grandma out of here. Sorry, dude.
Oh,
My Gene
I
Simmons.
would love for the boss to be the Phantom of the Paradise guy. That was,
Oh, yeah.
that was a great design.
Phantom
Oh.
of the Paradise. So, yeah, this used to be a really popular, famous park, but it's sort of, it's gone the way of so many things. It's just kind of been decrepit, falling apart, haunted, and sounds like a perfect place to meet the president of Absalom. I mean, what could go wrong? Let's head over there, shall we? Let's have some fun.
I think it was
do
Mr.
we want to
Perkins,
do
the
our
caretaker all along.
Do we want to do our pre-buffs now before we go over there?
Or did we do it in the morning?
I guess that's true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're moving at +10
Okay. Yeah.
right now.
Okay. Is everyone just got the +10 except for Dougie? Dougie
Yeah,
doesn't
Dougie-
have the
What do you mean?
+10. Oh, you going to take it too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take Long
I don't wanna
Strider?
slow down the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's got +10.
I'm forced to go.
Just
Yeah, I
assume
have to
you
take
have
the
it. I'm not even
+10.
going to put it on
Yeah.
your character. We
Yeah.
just assume you all have it.
And I got the healing aura. I got the vital whatever.
You head on over
Vital beacon.
and you see a let's see.
Wow. That's. I don't see a whole lot.
Wait,
Oh,
hold
wait.
on.
There's some visibility going on in the inside.
Actually, let me go back because I messed up what I was reading. So, originally known as Wonder Fair, Grizzly Fair started as an early reclamation project after the earthquake devastated the Pinnacle Quarter. And investigators from Magnamar built Harrowland with the intention of making it one component of the larger amusement park. They thought that the fairground, inspired by cards of the Veressian fortune-telling deck called the Harrow deck, would seem like a novel and exciting idea for people of Absalom. However, when a wave of deadly sabotage caused Wonder Fair to be abandoned and overrun by malevolent spirits, even before it opened, Harrowland 2 fell by the wayside. And there was talk of restoring the park in time for the Radiant Festival, but that lofty goal never came to fruition. So, here you are at Harrowland. So,
Maybe we'll see the other party in here.
once
The
a lovely
the
and
other
colorful amusement park, Harrowland has devolved into a sad shadow of its former spectacle. Weeds grow throughout the park, and it looks like the wrought iron fence and the attractions you can see over the fence have peeled and faded over time. Buildings you can still see, canvas tents are also visible, but everything seems to be heavily worn and disrepair. As you walk up, there's a 12-foot high wrought iron fence that surrounds Harrowland's exterior. The gate on the south side of the fence where you have first entered has an enormous sign arching over the top that used to read Harrowland, but the second R and the second A have long since fallen off and go missing. Metal barricades across the gate bear signs warning trespassers to keep out by order of the Edgewatch. What do you do?
That's a good question.
Well, looks like we're not allowed in.
Well, we're the Edgewatch.
Yeah, I know.
We are allowed.
It's like Lomax using his speed. He's running up to the front. Okay, everyone's
Running up to the
by. He's up. Here comes Bad Eye. Up.
If you want, I can jump over this fence and I can open it from the other side.
It doesn't look like it's very hard to open, by the way. From here, you can actually see some of the attractions visible above the fence. Most noticeably, you can see a carousel right in front of you. To the northeast, you see over here a 100-foot tower that seems to be called the Big Sky. And additional, you see several buildings stand outside the fence around Harrowland. There's like condemned tenement. There's like gambling parlors and a few other things just like all over the place. But those are not part of Harrowland proper. This is, remember, this is a subsection of a larger park. So it's like...
So this goes by Scooby-Doo rules, so the first thing we should do is split up.
You got it.
We can cover more ground.
Yeah.
Go this.
That's the other thing. It could be Scooby-Doo. There's no end of the amount of... Let's figure out how many things we can figure this out. So, Lomac, you can see in front of you from where you can see that this is a carousel.
All right, I'm going to go through this gate.
Okay, you go through the gate. And to the east, you can see a 100-foot tower. There's some frayed tents and stuff over here to the northeast. Directly in front of you is gates leading to a carousel. You can't actually see the carousel until you go through the building. It looks like it's built in to the building itself to protect it. Yeah, indoor carousel. And then over here to the west, you see a tall wooden pavilion that's a wall, and it's like 20 feet tall. And over here to the way northwest, you see an enclosure, and it's covered with like brambles and vines and just growth.
Did he say where to meet him here specifically, or no?
Nope. You don't know.
Well, let's Dougie's gonna check for traps on these doors.
Checking for traps. Not only there appears to be no traps, but the doors are very easy to open. Most of them look like they're about to fall off their hinges completely. So it looks like it's no problem whatsoever to open up these doors.
Weapons ready. Dougie will push the door open with his rapier.
You push the door open, and this is what you see. This squat little castle. This structure looks like squat castle with several towers and an odd protruding metal limbs that resemble feet. The castle's open doorways show its interior. A single darkened room containing a massive 2-story carousel. A sign above the largest open doorway reads, "Welcome to the Keep." And that's where you are now.
Oh. 2 stories. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. So, in front of you, it looks like there is a 2-story carousel, and you can tell like there's horses and, benches for people who don't want to ride the horses. Some of them look like they moved at one point. Some are stationary. But, give me perception checks.
Oh, okay. Well, will you roll that, or do you roll that?
You roll it. You can do it.
Stand aside, guys. This is what legendary perception gives you. Oh, no. Dang it.
Yep, that's it. Legendary.
Legendary perception gave you a 30. Lowman got a 35. What did Basil get? My computer's acting weird.
33.
33.
Okay.
The most perceptible of us all.
You notice something a little strange, Lowman. You notice that 3 of the carousel horses have been torn out and replaced with very poorly executed taxidermy creatures. They're like spread throughout the carousel. One appears to be a bear wearing a friffy collar. One is a horse with a wooden horn attached to its forehead. And another one is a male centaur with a wide hat and bulging saddlebags. These are taxidermy. These used to be alive.
Oh my god, that's
This
very
is a fireball situation. I think.
grim and creepy.
And you see there's actually small labels on each of the three of them.
I want to check out the centaur.
Okay. You walk over to the centaur, and next to it is a small sign in very mad writing that says, "The Traveler."
Traveler. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What about the bear?
Check out the bulging saddlebags.
You go over.
yeah.
You
That's
go
why you
over
went
to
up there,
the.
yeah.
You go over to the bear with the frilly collar, and it says in the same weird handwriting. It looks like a child did it. It says "The Bear."
And with the unicorn.
It's a horse with a wooden horn attached to its forehead, rather horribly, and it says "The Unicorn."
These are in the center, or
They're
in
all
the
They're just all
corners?
over. It doesn't really
Okay.
matter where they are.
All right.
They're just here. Doesn't matter.
I want to check the saddlebags of the centaur.
Okay. You open it up, and
Yes.
it's just bursting with crap in there. What do you do?
Not platinum.
What do you do?
What's the nature of the
You
crap?
start opening it.
Yes.
All right. You find the first thing you pull out is a bird cage. Next thing is you pull out a frying pan. Now you see like a set of wind chimes. There's a whole bunch of crazy junk in here. You
Just for grins, I'm going to detect magic.
Okay. You detect magic. Let's see what you find. Give me a sec. Well, you can't detect magic through the bag, so if something's in there, maybe you have to like pour things out, but it looks like yeah, you can't detect any magic in this room or anything
Well, I'm
in
gonna
this area.
take out everything in the saddlebags and set them on the floor.
Okay, that'll take a little while, but you find a whole bunch of crazy things. You find like just like tiddlywinks and like petrified food and just looks like just junk. Lots of
Random.
junk. But there is one thing of interest you find here. You find a card, a playing card. And it says on the card, "The Juggler." And the card displays a cheerful giant juggling objects, including boulders, an elephant, and a rowboat containing a terrified, tiny, rabbit-headed man wearing fine clothing and a battered crown. I even have kind of a picture of this.
Very strange.
If you give me a second, I'll show you what you see.
Well, these items together, they sound like a Tom Waits song.
Do you see that?
Yes.
See, a juggler?
That's
Is
a
that
card
is it-
from
is it-
the fortune teller deck, right?
The Harrow deck, which is this whole place is
Ah,
based
it's a
on the Harrow deck.
Yeah.
And that is what you see. The only difference is that inside of the rowboat is you see a tiny, terrified, rabbit-headed man wearing fine clothing and a battered crown.
So
And
it's not
and
that's not exactly like this picture.
It's exactly the same except for that one thing.
but that's
Well,
and that is magic, right?
It is a little magical, yes. It's part of a Harrow deck, as you know, actually does have magic on it. So, but a Harrow deck.
What's the significance of that card in the lore of the Harrow deck? Like,
I don't know.
Do we need a roll?
Dougie is going to do a knowledge check for religion, occult.
Okay, give me a second.
I'll do a cult. I got all the occults.
Give me a
I
sec.
bet it's like a deck of many things.
Yes, but are you trained in occultism though?
I'm gonna roll just for fun.
I am trained, by the way.
Okay. Yes. Wait, who rolled?
I did just for fun.
18. Oh, yeah, Gomez is like, let me see. The juggler is the chaotic good card of dexterity. It represents destiny, deities, and those who play with the fates of others. There you go. Now,
like it.
individually, these cards don't have any magic. Only when they're combined to a single deck does the magic work.
Do I know any significance with the Harrow deck with the rabbit character?
Yes. I'll do a little check. Let's see. Yes. There are supposedly semi-common Harrow decks, and even they're semi-rare. But supposedly there's custom-made Harrow decks. Hardened Harrow decks are called. Incredibly rare and very powerful, and you're pretty sure that this is part of a hardened Harrow deck.
Mm.
Bum bum bum.
We need to collect all the cards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you meant?
Nice.
That's exactly what out of curiosity, what are these alcoves? These 4 alcoves. Just do we get a description of those? What's in those?
Oh, this is the tower. Like this whole building was made to look like a small little keep, and those are the towers of the keep.
All right, so they're just decorative.
Everything's decorative. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing to go in there and
Nope.
look at.
Nope.
Well, I guess the next thing to do is closely examine the unicorn now.
Okay. You closely examine the unicorn, and other than the fact that it was very poorly stuffed and taxidermed, you find nothing.
Okay, we got a bear, a unicorn, a centaur, and what was the fourth one?
That's
There was
it.
only 3. Oh, and there
there
was
was
one
3.
more thing that Basil sees that Lomang left behind because he was too interested in the card. You see a potion. Ooh, a magic potion. Mm.
I'll go ahead and try to identify it,
Okay.
as I know many things.
You know things
old.
man was not meant to know. Oh yeah, you know what that is. Greater potion of flying.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Dougie should get that. He's the only one who can't fly.
True.
That works.
It
Yeah,
gives
makes
you
sense.
a fly speed, and it lasts for 1 hour and allows you to fly for 40 feet. Very good.
All right.
So what's up in here? Like
Wait, 40
looking
feet
up at everything.
high or 40 feet as movement?
speed.
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 Oh,
flight.
wow.
There's not really any height restriction on flight.
Yeah, but the problem with
unless
flight is...
unless you fall from that height.
Yeah, so flight, the way it works is you do have to always spend 1 action. This is how they balance it, to keep flight going. So, although you probably don't. If you get that, it allows you just to fly, and then you can... But you still have to spend an action to hover. Basically, you can't just, like... Unless it's an 8, you can't just, like, fly. You have to keep
You have
flying.
to make a roll, too.
No, it's free. It's free.
Well, you
just
have to
do
make
it.
a roll for certain things in flying.
Sometimes. It's pretty streamlined in this edition, to be honest, so... Anyhow, who wants that potion?
I'd say give
Dougie.
it to Dougie because I think everyone else has a means of flight.
Yeah, I can fly.
He's
my
the
own.
only one who doesn't fly in this party.
Fly, you die, Dougie.
Yeah, he's too heavy to fly.
That potion's worth a lot of money.
Worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's what you find. It looks like everything else is garbage, by the way. There's no other magic.
I'm going to mess with this horn. This looks artificial. I think it's something that might be in there.
It's made out of wood. Yeah,
Yank it off.
you yank it off, and you're
I
like,
do.
and the whole piece of the forehead goes with it. You just scalp the poor horse,
Yeah. well,
and then
this
you
is
see all the
abomination.
stuffing and other crap in there, and you're like, ugh, this is disgusting. It's wood. It's literally a wooden horn that was attached to a horse to make it look like
I'm
a
going to cut it
unicorn.
open and root through the stuffing.
It's got to
Wow.
be a wand, that horn.
Okay, you cut through the horse, you just rip it open, and and some of the petrified guts come out, and hay and stuffing and other things to make whenever you taxiderm things, and there's wires in there to hold it up, and it's just grisly, man. It's just grisly. Although that's the bear. You find nothing inside of it other than
All right.
dead horse.
What's this little door to the south of me? Just another door to the outside?
Yeah,
Is the
just
horn
another door.
spiraled? Is the horn spiraled, or is it like a simple spike?
No, it was carved. It looked like someone spent time and carved it
All right,
out of
Dougie's
wood.
going to take that horn.
You take that horn.
I'm going to take that horn.
You
All
got
right,
it.
How about the bear? Anything? Oh, the collar. What's up with that? Let's take that off.
You take off the collar? Okay. It's just a frilly collar.
Hey, Chet, you want to check this for magic?
I would assume that Detect Magic would have picked it up if it was magic, but
There's no magic.
All right. And in close examination, it just looks like junk.
Yes, although Gomez is figuring something out.
Hmm?
There's a lot of different cards in the Harrow deck. One is called the Bear. One is called
The unicorn.
the Traveler, and one is called the Unicorn. In fact, these look very similar to the cards now that you think about it.
All right, have we ripped open these stuffed animals yet?
Well, we've ripped open the horse. I'm a unicorn. I'm going to rip open the bear next.
Okay. The bear, other than it having a frilly collar, it looks totally like a bear that was stuffed like the horse.
These cards have to be somewhere, though. There has to be.
Yeah.
Let's
What
see.
about this door to the north?
Basil, do you have any investigation powers that, like, when you're looking for a specific item, it leads you directionally to it?
I mean, not
Is that
really.
just Pete Pill?
Not exactly. I mean, I have. Sorry, excuse me, caught a yawn there for a second. I have an ability that basically lets me set in a target of an investigation, and it just generally gives me pluses when doing checks against that investigation, but it doesn't give me a specific direction or anything.
What
Okay.
about the second floor of this carousel? What's up there?
It's just a 2-story carousel, and there's just more of the horses. It looks like
no,
someone,
nothing unique.
whoever tore out the horses, and it looks like they were literally torn out, and these 3 were installed. The rest of it is exactly the way it always was, and it just looks like it's.
Someone's going to be angry at us for doing that.
Someone's probably not going to be happy. Someone put a lot of work and effort into putting those things together, but you find nothing inside the torn up bear.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like taxiderming a sentient creature is an act of evil.
Dougie is going to check this door out that he's next to.
That door leads outside.
Say that again. I can't hear you.
That door
leads
it leads outside.
Not the double doors.
I know.
One that,
Yeah.
He's going to go out this door.
Okay, you go out the other door. It looks like the front entrance, that's how you enter, and then those little side doors is how you leave. So it looks like there was a north and south entrance, and then that's how you got into it, and then this is how you left the
Yeah, you
ride
guys
when you were
went out
done.
the wrong way. You're supposed to exit to the side doors. Guys.
Yeah, you entered, you exited through the entrance, guys.
You
So
want to
check
go
out-
back
I want
and
to check out this over to the left.
there's a
Very
lot of
sorry.
stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, okay, Lomang. Okay, cool. You walk over, and in front of you, a tall wooden pavilion shelters a freestanding wall about 20 feet high. The top of the pavilion bears the words, "The Avalanche." The sheltered wall stands almost, but not quite vertical. Several leather loops and wooden knots provide handholds and toeholds to climb the wall. But many of those now support a number of rag-clad corpses. A lever protrudes from the base of the wall. So,
Like actual corpses?
yes, it is a wall 20 feet tall filled with corpses.
what protrudes? What
in
leather
the hell?
protrudes from the?
It looks
The
like this
wall?
is a climbing wall, and there's like a lever, and it's called the Avalanche. It looks like people would like climb it, and then it would shake, and you like try to get to the top for fun.
Where's the lever?
The lever is right here to the northwest of the wall.
All right, stand back. I'm gonna mess with this.
Jeez.
Yeah, which
This
one
is
of these
ring
corpses is
bell
actually
for trouble.
an actual undead?
I'm gonna pull the lever.
All
Okay.
right. Standing by for combat.
Okay.
I'm getting my sword cane out. Just
Okay.
I got a bad feeling about this.
All right. You
I think
move the
this might be a
lever.
bow situation. Look at the.
Okay. How
Oh,
far do
yeah.
you move the
Yeah.
lever?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna
60
get my
feet.
bow out instead.
I'm gonna move it one notch.
Okay. You move it,
Although,
and you just move it a little bit, and the bodies eerily shake as the wall is moving when you move it down a notch. It looks like it can go pretty far. Looks like there's a lot of levels to this
All
thing.
right, let's ramp it up.
Okay.
Level 2.
All right, you go all the way.
Take level 2.
You do level
Push
2,
it so hard, little
and
man.
they're shaking more. They're shaking more. A body or two starts falling off.
She'll fly apart, Captain.
I'm hoping like the coins fall out of the pocket. All right, let's shake it all the way.
You shake it
Let's all shake.
all the way. The walls like, and all the bodies come tumbling down onto the ground.
That's good. Now we can investigate.
And that's it. And it's still shaking, but they're
I'm
all
gonna
on the
turn it
ground. There's just a pile of dead corpses and bodies here.
Do we want to do a little detect magic? See if we can find another. See if maybe there's another
yes.
hero card. See if
Yeah,
there's
start
kind of
with
Yeah,
a
that.
theme
line
here.
them up here, and I'm gonna turn it off, and then
Were the cards magic?
Yeah,
it's like
They
correct.
are at least
Yeah, that's
weekly
right, that's
magic.
right.
I mean, they
Yeah,
don't.
they're magic.
They can't do anything unless you have a whole deck, but they are generally magic.
Yes, they're magic. Basil, you detect some
Can
magic.
Yeah, can I read their aura and get how the magic item works?
Yeah. You can detect.
Well, detect magic's a little goofy in second edition, just
Yeah. It's
because it's only kind of directional. So you kind of have to do this thing. Vanessa actually kind of popularized this in one of our other games, where you kind of divide the room into half and divide the room and cast detect magic, and then divide and further subdivide.
Well, that's because you were low level. At higher levels, you can get more detail if you do that. At higher level, you can actually find out more if you detect magic. I'll just give it to you. It doesn't really magic. It's just transmutation. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah, you see, you get something
right.
that's similar.
At fourth level, you can actually pinpoint the source.
Yeah, and you see another piece of magic and similar size, and it's in the pockets of one of these dead people.
Another card. All right, what is it?
Do you go for it?
I'll produce it. Yes.
You reach in, wedge between its arm and torso. You see the card. I will show you what it looks like.
Do we know how many cards are in the deck?
A lot. I think 52.
No,
I think it's like 54. I
Or
think it's
54,
like
yeah.
a couple more cards than a
Yeah.
normal hero deck or a normal deck of cards.
This is the Rashaka.
Ooh.
This card depicts a dapper, crocodile-headed man drinking tea while sitting on the back of a crouched, servile figure. The servile figure looks like a short, rabbit-headed man with fine clothing and a battered crown. He looks just like the person from the other card.
Yee.
Rakshaka.
All right, so if we put these two cards together and we examine them, and I consult my occult knowledge, can we figure out the magic item and how it works?
Well, a Harrow deck is traditionally a fortune-telling deck used by Varashian soothsayers. They actually don't have magic. Only the rare versions have magic. And in fact, now you see them, they're made out of like metal. They actually are very thin metal plates. They're not only just cards, they're actually, that's how they're been able to survive, is that these things are super tough. You believe that these cards themselves can be used as weapons, and they're like gambit. You can throw them as darts, and they can then be recalled back to you.
And what's the mechanism for recalling them back?
Well, you can't do it. But you need the whole deck. So each of these cards does nothing by themselves. It only works when the deck is intact. The magic is useless.
Boomerang.
Yes, it's just a command. So you need all the cards, and as long as all the cards are near each other, you can issue a command, and they will all gather together and form the deck. So basically, you take the deck and you just throw the cards as you would, and then you can just call them all back, and they just come right back into the deck. Now, there could be other weird magic associated with Harrow decks, and you've heard weird stories of people going on adventures and getting caught inside Harrow decks and doing all this other weird stuff, but that's outside your realm. And you know that these things are they're bad mojo, man. These things just do, it's like the old Woody of Harrow decks. It's, you never know what they can do.
Things.
Yeah, they can do a lot of things.
So I tell everybody this, and I'm holding the 2 cards, and I end with, yes, bad mojo. Basil, you better hold this.
No. Sure. Basil's not a big believer in bad mojo, so he'll hold on to it.
The bodies otherwise they don't have anything on them. They're all dead. And they're all
really.
corpses. And from what you can tell is it looks like these were just normal commoners. And some of them are even like teenagers and stuff. It looks like these were just vagabonds.
It's a murder investigation now, too.
Yeah.
So.
Looks like these were vagabonds.
How old are the bodies? Are they like decades old or?
No,
like
a couple weeks at most.
Oh.
Looks like it happened during the fair. Looks like anyone who wandered in here didn't obey the sign and got killed and then put on the wall for display.
Oh,
Let's check out the tower.
So wait, is that plausible? It's like a classic case of teenagers daring each other to go to the haunted house and getting what they deserve.
Yes, that's what it seems like.
100% yes. You couldn't have gotten it more right if you tried.
Characters in a very...
You must be this tall to survive this ride.
Yes. Oh, this
check this
tower.
tower.
There's a very cool tower. The tower is cool.
What tower? What tower are you
One
at?
over here.
Yep.
Over here being where?
Yeah, you're too slow. You need to get your
Right here
your
to the
launch
there you are, right here, tower. So in front of you this is pretty cool. You see a giant wooden tower, and at the top it says the Big Sky. This wooden tower rises about 100 feet into air. Despite its apparent age, the structure appears to be in very good shape, with an exposed wooden staircase stained by weather, but still very solid. A sign above the lowest stair reads, "Step up into the Big Sky." That's it.
All right, I'm gonna step up into the Big Sky.
Okay. You go in. Okay, so when you go in, you can see that steps wind around the interior of the open tower, going up to the top level. As you walk in, you can see that weather has mostly torn away the scenes painted along the staircase of the middle, but it looks like the lowest level is you're moving through kind of like a cave system. You keep going up?
Yes.
Wait a minute. It goes up and down?
No, it just goes up. I mean, well, yes, stairs go up and they go down, but it's like you can climb up it and then go back down it. It's
okay. I'm
a spiral. Right?
It's a spiral. It's a spiral.
Okay. I thought it might be 2 sets of stairs going up.
No. They're not that sophisticated. I know what you mean. It's like one going up and one going down. It looks like there was enough room though. So anyhow, do you keep going up?
Yes.
Okay, you keep going up. At the middle levels, after you get about halfway, about 20, 30 feet up, now you seem to be portrayed ascending a mountainous land. Do you keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. You keep going, you're up to the near top.
I'm going to occasionally cast Detect Magic as we go, just to, if there's another card hidden around here somewhere.
You keep doing it, just nothing. The levels near the top show you standing beneath a large sky with sunlight shining down. And do you get to the top?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm
All
getting
right.
my potion of flying ready.
Oh, it's 1,000 gold.
Well, we
There you
don't
go.
want Dougie to smack on the ground, though.
All right, you get to the top, and at the top, you have a platform that's like 15 by 15. You can look around, and it provides an excellent view of Harrowland, Grizzly Fair, and most of Absalon. At the very top, though, you see a tattered canvas covering a wooden side at the very top, and the sign seems to be about 5 feet by 5 feet square. And underneath, barely legible in faded paint on the canvas itself, you can see the words "New attraction coming soon," but that's all you can see. Otherwise, it's just a beautiful view. And you look around, you can actually see to the northeast, there's all these like tents and stuff. It's like, call it kind of falling apart. Way to the northeast, you can see there's actually a roller coaster of some sort.
Ooh.
To the northwest, there appears to be an overgrown outdoors enclosure. You're not sure. The rest, let's see, to the north is a small building. To the northwest, there's another building. Right in front of you, there's another building, and it looks like it's a giant sand pit inside of a castle. It literally looks like a big sand pit, like maybe 100 feet by about 40 feet tall. And then there's big buildings, and it looks like that is like a theater of some sort. You're not sure. And then, of course, there's the big top itself, which is way in front of you. But that's way off into the front, to the north. So,
Can we sketch out a map from our vantage point?
yeah, I can give you one later, but for now, yeah, I'll do that later.
And there's nothing else up here. Where's our card up here?
Dougie wants his card.
Yeah, I know you want
There
your
may
card.
not be a card. This may have been just this may have been here so we could get like the
I
lay of
need
the
to get my
land.
ticket punched. If we get 10, then we get free ice cream.
That's true.
Yes.
No, you need 56.
Yeah.
The only thing you see
Do we get an achievement?
All you see is, other than the cool thing, is this. The words "New attraction soon" appear, barely legible in faded paint of the canvas covering a 5 foot by 5 foot square sign. That's it. That's all you see.
The sign says that? What's the sign say?
Yeah, it's underneath the canvas. You don't know.
Okay, I'd like to remove the canvas and look
Yeah.
at
Reveal the sign.
You reveal the sign.
Dead body.
Unlike the rest of this, oh, where are you, low man? Get back on there. Unlike the rest of this, because the sign's right here to the north, you see something that looks brand new in fresh paint. It shows a massive horned devil plucking laughing people from a high tower and tossing them into its enormous mouth.
Hmm.
So you're like, oh, cool. That looks like a
Iron
a
Maiden.
fun ride. And then
I-
you see
I
the
make
sign,
a comment. I make a comment. Lomang, relative of yours?
Mm-hmm. Could be.
and then as you see the sign, the devil manifests, rising itself out of the sign and appearing and flying on powerful wings.
Yeah.
You see a devil in front of you.
Roll for combat.
Awesome.
A flying devil. You're all 100 feet up in the air on this 15 by 15 foot platform with a devil flying right next to you. And
Alright,
it goes
so-
first.
So are we finishing this battle in 10 minutes, or is this a cliffhanger?
This is the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Just because Dougie's going to forget next time what he has in his hand, he is going. Oh, this monster goes first. Dang it!
It goes first. It won
I'm
by
the
a
first
mile.
person. I'm going to quaff my potion of flying.
Oh my god. Okay, well, you don't get to do it yet. Let's see. What was its modifier? What did it roll? It rolled a 15. It has a plus 28.
I rolled a
God.
5.
You rolled a
of course.
5.
Of
Gomez rolled a
course.
3. Lomang rolled a 10. And Basil rolled an 18, but
Oh,
Why
can
is
I
it going for- Why is
yeah.
can I do my battle cry just for fun? It's like when rolling initiative, demoralize an observed foe as a free action.
Sure.
And I enter my stamp,
Sure.
but that's not my turn.
Sure. Do it. Do your
I don't
thing.
speak devil. I do speak orc though.
How do you not? Oh my God! You're no devil.
There, I make it so
get
you
my
can
devil
see a lot.
mask.
There, I made it so you guys can see a lot more.
Oh,
Now.
that's so much better.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize it did that. Because you're at the top, so basically you're fighting on that little thing. What did you roll? I
And
can't see it.
my devil mask adds some points to that.
No, I actually have that built in already. What is it? What did you roll? I can't see it.
34.
34.
34?
Yeah, it's not enough.
34
Yeah, I rolled a 7. That's not good.
against its will?
Hey,
Yeah.
use your hero point. We've got a. You're not going to use it.
Oh my god! Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That's
we
very
have
much
10
easy.
minutes to use our hero points.
All right, use your hero point. Let's see. In that case, I might have to kill you.
That's
my
even better.
God.
That's even better.
What did you roll?
He rolled a
30.
30. Oh my
30?
god.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you
my
critically
God.
fail, does anything happen to you?
No. No.
Are you sure?
I just look like an
He gets-
idiot.
he gets-
He
gets
just laughs at
boosted.
me.
Double checking. Intimidated. Is it intimidating glare? Is that it?
Intimidating glare is allowing me to do it without having to roar at him. I could just glare at him.
That was
But,
demoralized.
but it's demoralized.
There's nothing. It doesn't do anything. You look
Yeah,
at it,
right.
and he's like, "Please, goblin, I eat your kind as an appetizer." Hey, cousin of yours, Lomang, devil.
I know. I may have to choose non-violence with them then.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, maybe we should negotiate.
To negotiate.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Made
Yeah,
a
well,
deal.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll,
The,
we'll
the,
see
pic-
how
the
that goes.
picture makes that kind of unlikely since
Yeah,
the whole
this guy
feeding
gets a
Yeah,
turn
people to
before
him.
us.
Yep.
We're gonna
Let's see
see
what
how
he-
right, fair enough.
negotiating.
Oh wait, I got a picture of this monster too. How about that? I got pictures of everything.
Well, the monster is so damn big, you don't almost need a picture. But I love pictures.
All right, hold on. I'll show you a picture. Give me 1 second. Oh, hold on. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Yep.
That is what you see. A flying devil with huge horns, 6 horns sticking out of his head, and it's wielding a spiked chain with an axe on one end and razor sharp spike on the other. And look, it's got cloven hoods just like you, Lomang.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I think
Yeah.
you're related.
Yeah, he looks like
Wait,
he's
where
in
did you-
negotiation
Where did you
stance
put
right
this?
now.
Oh, you put it in the thing.
Yes.
Oh, here, Lomang. Here's the time. Here's the time for you to reveal your mighty wings.
You might need
Well,
them.
he's just a handsome little man, ain't he?
He's a handsome little boy, and then
We
he's
will all take flight.
Devil.
I know a fight in the air. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, that's right.
I'm
You could
okay
all
with
die.
just feather falling to the ground and then shooting arrows at him.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting fight. Welcome to level 14. That's all I'm going to say. The fights get
devil's
very complex.
Out of our league, maybe.
This is the easy stuff. When do you get to the hard stuff?
I can run very fast now.
I can hold my breath a long time.
You just need to get him underwater.
Yeah. Wow.
well,
You could actually run.
Is there a dunk tank anywhere around
You
here?
are so fast. You could actually run all the way down the stairs and leave and be halfway to the exit on your round. That's how fast you are.
Don't give him any
Believe
ideas.
me, I already did the math.
He's already like, okay, let's see. I can move 65 feet per round, not even per round, per action, and it's 100 feet up in the air.
I could go even further if I just jumped off the side and then use my catfall and just take whatever half damage and run away.
It's like 25 points of damage or something, and then just run away. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a devil. I mean, it's a devil from the pits of hell. I believe me. I know more than all of you how terrible this is.
Well, maybe you could trade recipes with it. Maybe you guys know each other, have friends in the low places. Who knows? You're like, are you part of?
Except I'm good though. Like I'm good aligned.
He's gonna hate you even more then.
I know.
Cornigon. I went to college with a Cornigon.
Are you from the
You from the New Haven Cornigons?
Yeah. That's exactly right. You're like old Waspy. You're like, oh, I used to summer with the Corgigons back in the Hamptons.
It's a heck of a tennis player he was.
Yes. Not much of a golf game, but I will say that he had an impeccable tennis game. Very, very nice to
Also
Corgigons.
frightfully good at canasta.
Oh, yes. We play canasta. Mahjong on the weekends.
All right. So
Enough of that silliness. Enough silliness.
next Monday, yeah.
Yeah, that's Monday.
As far
Well,
as far as I know, I should be around.
Super Bowl Sunday afterwards, and we will play, and you will see what it's like to fight at level 14. And we're going to, you're going to fight the handsome devil. You get it? You get it?
Yeah.
Yes, I know you got it. Very good. All right.
Get that healing stuff ready.
right.
So.
I know.
Is he
Get
actually
everything.
handsome? What is his charisma score?
Let's see.
More than mine.
Oh my God. Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
22.
Well,
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's kind of a handsome devil.
You're kind of like,
he's magnetic.
you're like,
got a
you know,
magnetic
he's going to
personality.
kill me, but I might not mind him killing me.
But he's
Maybe
gonna
I
do it with
deserve
he's
it.
gonna do it with a certain flair.
Yeah, it's like, you know, he's got some flair. I don't mind dying to this guy, you know, if I'm going to go out.
Very gentlemanly fashion.
That's right. That's actually one of his
Crazy.
lowest stats. That's the scariest part. His strength
But
is a
he's probably
his
immune to
strength is a
fire.
mere 26. So
Oh my god, he's stronger than me.
yeah,
I didn't think
thank
there was
you.
anything stronger than me.
He has a +8 to his strength, so have fun with that.
Oh my god.
Welcome to high level. You're officially in the high levels, 14. That goes up to, you're now past the mids. I think 13 is the last of the mids, now up to high. And
All
things get really fun. But, all right, people, thanks for joining. And next week, you're going to see what high level combat's like and see if, see how quickly Seth gets to use his new staff and save someone from certain death. It might be sooner than
Excellent.
you think. You know what he
Right.
can do? He can grab people and drop them. Oh my God, will that be fun?
Yeah, well, what if they can fly? Not a problem.
Well, good thing you got that 1,000 gold piece potion you're about to drink.
Oh, it's gone already.
1,000 gold. That's it.
Gone. Glug. You know what? I'll tell you what it tastes like, and you can imagine it.
Can you just drink like half of it or a third of it?
I don't know. It's better to be safe.
As he drinks it, Lomax sees the flakes of gold that are embedded in the potion. You're like, no!
Very upset
He's
by that.
drinking away
I'm glad
my
I
fortune.
got it out. Oh, this is a good thing to have out. This is a perfect item to have out.
All
All
right.
right. Well, thanks for running this, Steve.
Yes,
and don't Gen Con ticket starts.
Oh, I already
Super Bowl
got
Sunday.
it. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I already got my tickets. That was
Or not
last week.
ticket. The rooms open up on Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, ooh, I got to get that. That
The
I don't get
lottery.
automatically.
Yeah,
Oof.
the lottery opens up on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah. I got good rooms last year. All right.